6 learners have been killed and several others seriously injured when the bus they were travelling in overturned on the R70 about 30 kilometres from Ventersburg in the Free State last night. They were on their way from an outdoor event in Moolmanshoek near Rosendal to Riebeeckstad in Welkom. 6 learners were declared dead on the scene and 40 survived with minor injuries. Patients have been transported to various hospitals in Welkom and Senekal. SABC News reporter Kamogelo Seekoei joins us live now from Welkom. Kamogelo, thank you so much for your time. This is obviously a very tragic incident. Just talk to us about what you know so far.
A very tragic incident indeed, Unati. So far we know that the MEC for Education, accompanied by the Executive Mayor of Machabeng, had paid a visit to the school this morning. It's an all-girls school, it's a boarding school where all these girls were coming from. They spoke to some of the learners there, and of course they spoke to the leadership of the school principal. They also went to visit some of the learners who are still hospitalized. We heard from the doctor this morning that one of the learners had actually had a very serious injury on the head where her scalp was literally removed, and they had to take her to surgery this morning, but they did say that she will survive that injury, and as soon as her body has recovered from that incident, they will then take her to surgery in Bloemfontein, where this opening that is still on her head will then be closed. But Unati, I am with the mayor here, who's just going to talk to us about this accident that happened yesterday, a rather tragic accident that happened, Mayor, on the road, losing 6 learners. What is it that you spoke about with the school leadership this morning? Are they getting any counseling?
Well, first we really need to pass our condolences to the families. We are now informed yesterday with 6 learners. We are now informed this morning another learner has passed on. We really want to pass our condolences to the families, the learners, and the management of the school and the entire education sector. And we also want to appreciate the work done by our nurses and our doctors. We also want to thank the MEC of Education and the leadership of the African National Congress, led by the chair of the region, that they took a decision to visit all this hospital. We started in the school, we went to Bongane, and we are now in this private school, the private hospital. And we are happy with the work done by our doctors and our nurses. And we have also interacted with the families, which is they are encouraged by our visit, and the work that is done by our nurses, our doctors. We are very soon, some of them, they are going to be discharged today. Others, once some of the work has been done by our doctors, our nurses, they will be discharged.
Talk to us about these learners that some of them we saw still admitted at hospital, and of course those that are in school. Are they getting any kind of counseling after this?
Yes, they are very strong, and it's what can encourage us. Very strong and supported by their families, and the MEC of Education and Tatemakal has made a commitment, and the management of the department, that they will be giving them support. Some of them will be getting some counseling, some of them will be getting some visit from our pastors, which is they have done that already, and we are happy with the support, including support getting from our own people. We saw some of the family members and some of the ordinary citizens who are visiting our families. And tomorrow we will be starting the MEC and ourselves will be visiting those families where their learners they have passed on. And we are also informed that our Premier will also be visiting them next week, and we will give them everything in our power to give them that support.
From what you've heard, Mayor, can you tell us what exactly happened? Have you heard any details about what exactly happened when that accident was happening yesterday?
We have not received that detail, and we will be interacting with all people who are involved, the management of the school, the principal, including the Department of Education, to get exactly what happened. And we hope that even the police are start investigating. We will be in touch with them to make sure that we get all the details on what has happened. Our interest now is the families where their learners, their children, they have passed on. Our interest is those who are in the hospital, that they can then recover, they can go back home, and they can start their academic year.
And in terms of this particular bus, does it belong to the school, or is it a learner transport that's provided by the department?
Well, we have not received, like I've indicated, that we have not received those details, and we hope after all the visit that we will be going to another hospital in the medical clinic. Once we've done all that one, we will be getting that detail from the department and the school management.
Thank you so much, Mayor, for your time. That was Executive Mayor there of Matjhabeng local municipality here in Welkom at the RH private hospital, where they are still visiting some of the learners who have been admitted. We've been informed that after this visit, they will be going to the medical clinic where some of the other learners have been admitted there as well, Unati. And the visit to the families of the deceased learners will be happening tomorrow because they've also learned that the parents have traveled to Bethlehem, where this accident happened.